All right, according to Ongo Nigeria, Chelle, the head coach of the Super Eagles, has decided to include a Nigerian striker. Another new dynamism of a new striker is going to be seen in the color for the playoff. A1 official, it's good to have you guys here.
Yeah, always.
Yes, official, I want to hear from you on this one. Do you agree with this one?
Yes, Ongo, they have treated with a striker that scored goals.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. If you hear word of a striker, definitely you're expecting him to have a number of goals.
Sure.
31 years old. 31 years old.
Age is a number.
But age is just a number. It's a good thing that this said players be part of this World Cup qualifiers before.
Yeah.
It's just that under the supposed coach he played, I think that was a problem.
Yeah.
Paul Onuachu. Now playing his trade in Trabzonspor in Turkey.
Yeah.
Last season was in Southampton in England. Before then, Trabzonspor went back and has picked up from where he stopped. What surprises me is the caliber of goals he scored. You understand? And if our number 9 striker, Victor Osimhen, is playing in the Turkish league, so I think this is where the people online were making case that, okay, if I be calling Victor Osimhen that plays in the Turkish league, why not Paul Onuachu? He's not a popular name in a lot of Nigerian football fans' eyes because of his last exploit in the Super Eagles. I won't lie to you. I think it was the last person that played under Finidi George.
Yeah.
You understand? Where the result didn't go our way. I think Finidi played 2 matches. We only had 1 point. We draw 1. Lost 1.
Yeah.
I think Paul Onuachu started both matches alongside Kelechi Iheanacho. So I think ever since then, we have not seen him being included in the Super Eagles. I think that was game week 4, if I'm not mistaken, or game week 3, something like that. Before now we finished the qualifiers, playoffs, and everything. But we have always said, and Chelle always said, for you to make name in his list, you have to be good, you have to be starting your club side. And you have to be very, very important, and you have to be in top shape. I think Paul Onuachu ticks all these boxes. Where I will not support this is for the fact that we already have strikers that fit all the profile we need.
Okay.
Hear me out now. It might not go well with a lot of Nigerian football fans, but this is what I'm saying now. Chelle somehow has had about 3 to 4 training sessions, 3 to 4 camp sections with the strikers he has on his list already. You understand where I'm coming from now? Bringing in a new striker now, I don't think it is the right idea. Not disrespect to Paul Onuachu, is doing it, but should keep doing it till when we need him. Probably till another striker gets injured. The strikers we have in our profile now, the likes of Akko Adams, the likes of Tolu Arokodare, the likes of Siri Dessa and Victor Osimhen, I feel personally they are doing the right job. So you should keep working hard.
Let me hear from you.
I think you said this was reported by Ongo Nigeria. I hope they are not going to score an Ongo on this one.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I hope they don't score an Ongo. I think it's a very tricky one. Very, very tricky. And I love the angle that Chelle came from. And this is why it is very tricky. When you look at the caliber of strikers that we have, if you look at the Tolu Arokodare, look at Victor Osimhen, look at the Paul Onuachu, they are lanky. So we have like 3 similar type of strikers. So I think if we are going to consider any other option, we should look for something different.
Yes.
Disrespect to Paul Onuachu, doing very well for himself. In fact, he has more goals than Victor Osimhen as fast and constant this season. 7 goals and 1 assist. I think Victor is still on 3 goals. 3 goals so far, though he has missed out 3 games due to the international duty injury. So, but if you look at the manager that we have, that has had to deal with different calibers of strikers within the frame of the World Cup qualifiers, I think he has enough already. So, like, if I'm going to pick anything from his last interview, he said if you are coming to make his list, you have to be better than what he has. So, Paul Onuachu, is he better than what we have? Currently, he's doing well for himself. But I think we have similar type of strikers. I think we have similar type. That's why I say it is a very tricky one. Now, it ticks the box of when we say players that are playing well and that are having good playing time at their club. It ticks those boxes well. In fact, he is currently the most informed striker that we have.
Nigerian striker.
Akko Adams, we've not seen anything from him since the World Cup. But would you take out an Akko Adams that showed you what he got?
Showed you promise in 2 matches.
And he's another dynamic type of striker. You understand? So I think it's a very tricky one. So Chelle has to make a lot of decisions. Do I see him making the 34 provisional list? Yes. But now when he gets to the 23-man list is when I think we might probably not see him get to that final list because we have similar strikers. Unless anything happens, maybe an injury to Rakura. I think he got on the score sheet against Chelsea yesterday. Or something happens which we don't pray. You understand? But as far as I'm concerned, I think he gives you that same energy that same lankiness. I think he's about 2.1 meters tall, taller than even Victor Osimhen. So taller than Tolu Arokudare.
Yeah.
His lanky scores different kind of goals. Puskas award goals. So nobody, unless something happens, we are not praying for maybe an injury to Victor Osimhen or Tolu Arokudare. That's why. But I really want us to see a dimension of new type of striker.
Players,
maybe a gifted band that can use the ball very good at his feet, that is tricky. Maybe you understand different type of strikers is what I'm looking at. I'm not a psychologist. I think that's why I say he has a lot of work to do. But if I'm concerned, I think Paul Oyenachi is doing well for himself. If he should make the list, then we might have to drop one of these other lanky strikers.
And that's anyway, an official. I think I have a different opinion as to this thing.
Okay.
Now talking about dropping one of these strikers. Now look at the category of strikers that we have: Victor Osimhen, Tolu Arokudare, Akwa Adams, Terry Murphy, and then Dessa that is yet to be in the team. Now, if you look at what those players have done so far this season, Tolu Arokudare is struggling with Wolverhampton as we speak now.
It's a team sport. It's a team sport.
You understand? With playing time.
Yeah.
Now, Paul Oyenachi has ticked that box of playing time. He's playing virtually almost every game.
Okay.
Now, talking about goals, he has more goals than Tolu Arokudare this season. I'll make a case for him right now, official. Anyway.
That's why I said if he has to. If we have to include Paul Oyenachi, that means we drop one of the lanky strikers, which might actually be Tolu Arokudare.
I'm not even seeing it from dropping any striker. See what I'm saying now? This window is very short now. It is more of stability now than trying out new things. If you ask me, in a football perspective now, as for the coach, trying out new things with Paul Oyenachi, I don't think is realistic compared to trying out stability now. Chelle has camped with Akwa Adams, Tolu Arokudare, trained with them. He knows them week in, week out. You are telling him now, because the Premier League will still play till on the 10th. That's on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So it camp almost on the 11th, which we are playing on the 13th. So you are telling Chelle to call a striker that he will only have one proper training section with. Than a player that he already knows. Now, I'm coming. That's why I said, if you understand what I said he should keep doing what he's doing. Probably will be a proper consideration for the friendlies in November or for the main tournament in AFCONs. But as this World Cup qualifier stands, with the short window we have, I don't think it's viable.
You said something, and I see said the same thing. He said, unless something happens. What if, now we're making case for Tolu Arokudare that he has trained with Chelle and all that. What if, I'm not saying he will get injured, but what if Tolu got injured?
I don't think it's going to be a problem, because the last call-up we had about 5 attackers, if I'm not mistaken. I think four. Let me say 4. Akwa Adams, Victor Osimhen, Tolu Arokudare, and Terry Murphy. 4 strikers. How many of them got proper minutes? Terry Murphy came in for 2 minutes. Tolu Arokudare came in for 2 minutes. Properly, Victor Osimhen will not say 90 minutes. Nothing could do. If any position should be troubling Chelle and a lot of Nigerian football fans, it is not the striking position. It is the midfield, the defense, and the goalkeeping section. So I don't think any injury to our attackers, except for Victor Osimhen, we prompt a new addition. Chelle said in his last interview, currently now, he has 25 strikers he has worked with since he took on the Super Eagles job. 25 attackers he has watched. You understand? So I don't think that position we're going to see a new name or a new face anytime soon.
Paul might be one of the 25 strikers.
Hopefully. He's watching him. He's keeping on the watch list, but I don't think.
I was talking about stability. That people that have been in the
camp, in the training,
he has met, that he has had one-on-one discussion with, and judging by the fact that this window is not
big, very slight one,
just like 3 days interval to play your next match. So that might actually be against a Paul Oyenachi. Many people are making a case for him. Yes, he's 31, but he brings something different. He's like the most informed, just like the way we're making a case for Siri Dessas. You understand? Currently now, I said he's the most informed striker right now. Anything can still change between now and the playoffs, but currently now, he's the most informed striker right now. And if you judge by what the secretary has been doing, when Siri Dessas was informed, they called him. So we don't. That's why I said it is a very tricky one. Now I'm waiting to see the next on the 1st of November. We're going to be seeing Galatasaray play Trabzonspor, the same club that
Victor Osimhen and
so we're going to see that clash, and I'm sure the secretary will also be glued to watch them. So we are looking up to that clash, and I'm sure that you would see the quality that both strikers possess. Yes, we have. It is unfortunate that 2 of our best strikers are playing in that league, but as far as I'm concerned, they are
getting
running the league.
Yeah, they're running the league. They're the top dogs here.
Position to probably win the goal scoring. So I think it's a very tricky one. Let's actually just use his church mind to decide whoever he wants to go.
Right now,
we know to say The devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. Do you still want to stick with Anako Adams that we've not had anything from him
since
ever since that qualifiers? Terry Murphy is currently injured, so he's ruled out. Cedezas is also not fully fit. Victor Osimhen is just the only striker that
and Tula Rokodare is struggling with Wolf.
Rokodare is also struggling with playing time with Wolf. So, but you have a Paul Onuachu that is scoring week in week out, so he has to make a big decision. As far as I'm concerned, if I see Paul Onuachu in that list, I will not be surprised.
I will be surprised.
I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised. But I expect him to either drop another lanky striker. We have enough of them.
All right. More headed for the Chelle. Now I'm be coach making decide what he go do, but for Paul Onuachu, he's doing well for himself right now.
Keep doing it.
So that we don't want to say Paul Onuachu Victor Osimhen combination.
You know where I'm coming from now. When I see two off, I beg.
As long as they give me result, I'm okay.
No, it will be very hard.
Performance and results.
Give me results.
It will be very hard.
Performance and results. Tula and Victor Osimhen did not work.
So it's better he has another striker that knows that is technically
better than any each.
Let's see what the coach will do about that. But Paul Onuachu is doing very well for himself. Hopefully, Chelle is going to make it right this time around. The official and AY.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. That was wonderful. Yes, that's our time. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Thank you.